Okay, I think that's everything. Let's get out of here. We might have to find our way back out on the ground floor too. I can't imagine the bouncer would just let us walk out of here after all this. I mean, he's got a gun, right? Oh? I mean, he's got a gun, right? Nobody's gonna stop us? I'm gonna save. I'm gonna give her more camps. Cram, show me what you got. And then can I like give them to her? Wait, did it send it to my stash? Crap, alright, let me load the game. Right, buy a cram, confirm. And then we... What is this anyway? Jazz? Alright. Move that out. Give me a cram. Confirm. Can I like feed her cram until she overdoses and dies? Hey, alright! Alright, that's the same as before. Same as before. So much better if you're alive again. Alright, it's been fun. Come back anytime, bring more cram, alright? Alright. Come on, talk to him, man. Give me more cram! More cram, alright! Yeah, so much better! Bring more cram, alright? So she just like takes all the cram and she doesn't die? Oh yeah, more cram, so good. I don't know. I thought this would do something, but it doesn't. Oh yeah. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. I feel like that's a missed opportunity. Anyway. I'm not gonna spend 600 bucks on cram for her. Let's get out of here. When combat ends, each character's most recent wound is automatically healed. The most recent wound is automatically healed. Hey, thanks for the assist. Can't tell you how happy I am to leave this place behind. No problem, keep your thanks, it was just business. Happy to help, must have been terrible to be stuck in here. Well, it's no picnic, I'll tell you that much. Say, you wouldn't happen to need a Nova Hot Decker, would you? Cause I suddenly find myself unemployed. As it happens, we could use a Decker, yes. I'm a Decker, so no, I'm afraid not. The position's been filled. I do need a Decker, but I don't think that you're the right guy for the job. I mean, why not? Can't we just take more people? As it happens, we could use a decker, yes. Given what happened to Monica, maybe we should have somebody else deck instead of me. Excellent, fantastic, I promise you, you won't regret it. Blitz has joined your team. Nice. The Kreuzbazar. Your team makes its way back to the nearest U-Bahn station. 20 minutes later, you're on a return trip to the Kreuzbazar, leaving the filth of Drogen Kipper far behind. But the image of Green Winter's twisted corpse continues to linger in your mind. You lift one of the discs you pulled from Winter's safe to the light. Reflections dance off of its surface. With luck, you'll soon have the answers that you've been looking for. Yeah, except you wrecked one of the discs at the bottom. Crew advancement available. As you lead your teams through the shadows, your companions will continue to develop and learn new combat skills. Clicking the icon in the lower right-hand corner of the screen will open the Crew Advancement menu. When this icon is highlighted, one or more of your companions is eligible to earn a new combat skill. At each advancement level, you may choose one of two possible combat skills for each of your runners. Choose wisely, alright? This button, which you can't see, is behind my face. Eiger, Sniper Specialist, Shotgun Specialist. Eiger gains a sniper rifle ability that increases accuracy by 35% for one shot. Cost 2 action points, cooldown 3. Cost 2 action points. Eiger gains a shotgun ability that imbalances targets, making them easy to hit on subsequent attacks. I mean, given that we have an SMG guy, which is me, plus we have the hand knives guy, which is Glory, we have multiple short-range guys already. Eiger is our only long-range, like really long-range fighter. So I'm gonna like have her specialize in sniper, I think, because we don't really have any other sniper options except for her. Are you sure that you will confirm the selections? Can we have done yet? Confirm. Dietrich, Anarchist Shaman, Meltdown. Dietrich's Electro Core spell now strips one armor from affected targets. Blade Specialist. Dietrich trains further with thrown weapons, increasing his accuracy with throwing knives. Huh. We don't really want him to use his blade, to be honest. So we should take this. This is AoE damage. This is repeatable AoE damage. You can use grenades, but the grenades you use them up. We don't really have any other repeatable AoE damage. And it's AoE damage that does quite a lot of damage. Whereas this is just a ranged weapon, like everybody has a ranged weapon. So again, I'm going to take the skill that is more unique, that we don't have a duplicate ability. Alright, and then Glory. Razor Specialist. Glory gains a melee attack, a razor slash followed by a up kick. Pierces up to 1 armor, may do AP damage, cost 1 AP, cooldown 2. Pistol Specialist. Gain ability Firepower Round. Glory gains a pistol ability, Firepower Round, does an additional 2 damage and pierces up to 2 armor, cost 1 AP, cooldown 2. Melee would be the unique ability, but melee's kind of not that useful. It's in a world where everybody has guns, a melee attack is... I mean, she's pretty good at it, right? In the last fight, in the last couple of fights, she does do a lot of damage with the hand razors. It's just that bringing a knife to a gunfight seems crazy to me. This I don't think... I don't think that's really useful though, the pistol. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's go for the hand knives. You have not leveled up. Or you have. You come in at level 2. Next level is 3. Interesting. Alright, so that's all done. Are we done? Why don't we... I've confirmed them, right? Alright, cancel. Alright, those are in. Good. And let us go back to the hideouts. The safe house. Blitz. Blitz looks up at your approach. The table beside him is littered with cigarette butts and a data jack cable. Dangles from a portable terminal set up by his side. Hey, your chief, you need something? Just checking in. You doing alright? His smile widens. Great, chief. I'm doing just great. It's real nice to be able to wind down and relax for a change. No more worrying about this ganger or that ganger sneaking behind me and slipping a knife between my ribs. He slaps the table with a grin. It's a good change, chief, I gotta say. No one's ever really safe, not when gangs are involved. Don't let your guard down. Good, then you can focus on getting our current job done. Glad to hear it, we're happy to have you on the team. Happy to have you. Of course you are, he gestures at himself with a flourish. What's not to be happy about? Now that you're all settled in, I've got some questions for you. Blitz glances wistfully back at the terminal on the table, then turns back with a sigh of resignation. I suppose. But try to keep it short, okay, chief? I've got things to do. How long were you in Dragonfall? I ended up there after the anarchist revolution of 39. I was just a kid back then, too young to realize how good I was. How much money I could have made working the shadows. He shakes his head, a wistful expression on his face. And so, being young and dumb, I fell in with the gang crowd, and that was that. You were a member of a drug gang, why should I trust you? I suppose that can wait, I'll let you get back to what you're doing. No, you're a member of a drug gang. Why wouldn't you, chief? I mean, just look at me. He does his best to give you a winning smile. I'm a trustworthy guy. Prove it. Tell me about the gang that you ran with. Well, I don't know all that much, chief. I wasn't a member of gang leadership or anything. I'm not really sure why you care either. Consider it a test. I need to know where your loyalties lie. It doesn't matter why I care, just tell me. On second thought, I don't, I'll leave you be. Yeah, no? He rolls his eyes. If that's what it'll take for you to trust me, fine. Anything for you, chief. Alright. Well, where to begin? When I first arrived at Dragonfall, I spent some time taking in the lay of the land. The Schwarz-Herzen were still a pretty small gang, strictly street level, but I could see they were going places. I did a little pro bono decking for their leader, a fat little dwarf named Dieter. Soon enough I was part of the family. For a drug gang, the Schwarz-Herzen were decent enough folks. I made a lot of money with them, helped them take the hotel in the first place. We had a lot of good years there. Then Dieter was killed in a firefight and our happy little family fell apart. Was that when the hotel got attacked? Blitz takes a deep breath, shifts his weight from one foot to another. Not exactly. The Schwarz-Herzen maintained their hold on Dragonfall, but the change of leadership was bad news for me. After Dieter kicked the bucket, his second-in-command took over. She was a real piece of work, called herself Leonie Luster. She had a vicious streak a mile long, and she was not too fond of me. I can't imagine why not. Did she turn on you? Immediately. I don't know why, maybe she felt threatened by my friendship with Dieter back before he ate the bullet. Or maybe she was just jealous of my rugged good looks, who the hell knows. The point is, she went after me, vigorously. Within 24 hours of Dieter's death, I had a price on my head, and then the hotel got taken over. What? Wait a minute. She lost the hotel within 24 hours? Well, she sucked. So that's what you need to know about the Schwarz-Herzen. They were a great gang, a powerful gang. I helped to make them that way. Then they had a management turnover and everything went to hell. Oh, you know, that sort of thing happens sometimes. Blitz rocks back on his feet and his hands in his pockets. That's it, end of story. Anything else you want to talk about? Wait a second. That isn't it. There are some pretty big holes in that story. Come on, Chief. This is all ancient history. Wouldn't you rather talk about the future? The runs we're gonna go on, all the money we're gonna make? Blitz, tell me what happened between Luster putting the price on your head and the hotel getting attacked. Oh. Oh, he's the one. He's the one who called the other gang in to save himself from Luster. Alright, Chief, fine, if that's what it would take to make you happy. So I was in a bind, right? The members of the Schwarzherzen who were loyal to Luster were all out for my blood, and none of the others were gonna stick their necks out for me. The advantage of being a gang is protection in numbers. When those numbers turn against you, you've got to get creative if you want to stay alive. What did you do? Blitz taps the plastic of his data jack. What I had to. Luster had declared war on me, so I retaliated, and I won. All without ever firing a shot. That's not an answer. Blitz sighs. You won't be satisfied until I spell it out, will you? Okay, fine. I hacked into Luster's computer and sent all of her information to a rival organization. Remember Frank from the hotel? He was my liaison. They hit the Schwarzherzen and they hit him hard. Then they took the hotel. And then they took me. I admit that the plan backfired a little. Serves you right for ratting out your own gang. You're a traitor, Blitz. Well, no, she was gonna have him killed. I mean, what are you gonna do? Just take it? You did what you had to do. In your place, I'd probably have done the same. Well, I don't know if I've done the same, but I would have done something. I mean, not just gonna lie down and die. Yeah, no, he didn't rat out his own gang. She turned on him. She was gonna kill him. What do you expect him to do? Let's let out a sigh of relief. Thanks, Chief. I knew you'd understand. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to get back to what I was doing. He gives you a lazy salute. We'll talk later, I'm sure. And Chief, I'm glad to be a member of the team. Yeah, well, good to have you. Hey, Chief, what's up? Any thoughts about the last run that you'd like to share? Well, Chief, I wasn't around for most of it, but you got me out of that hotel, and for that, you've got my eternal thanks. Talk to you later, Blitz. He's an alright guy. I mean, doesn't seem half bad. Doggy! Can we pet the dog? You look down to see a pair of bright eyes sit into a scruffy face looking back up at you. Dante, Monica's old dog. Looking down into those huge brown eyes, you see intelligence and sadness. Pet the dog! Yes! On some instinctive level, he must know his master is gone. Dante lets out a small whine, then rubs his head against your leg. Pet the dog! Yes! Pet him, tell him to stay put, play dead, walk away. Alright, walk away. One pet's enough. For now, at least. Dietrich? Hey boss, Dietrich gives you a slight nod. What can I do for you? How you holding up? You seem to take Monica's death harder than the others did. Dietrich shakes his head, a wistful expression on his face. Nah, no harder, but I'm less buttoned up than the others are. Aiga would never let herself show any weakness, and Glory, well, she's too full of chrome to feel much of anything. Maybe. Look, her head is not chrome, right? He shrugs. Me, I don't give a damn. I spent too much of my life putting on a show for others already. What do you mean by that? I used to front a punk band way back when. Believe it or not, I spent a pretty good chunk of my life on stage. I believe it. Whenever we weren't playing, I was living up to our fans' expectations, spouting off, getting into fights, getting drunk, getting laid. Not a bad life, all things considered. Wait a second, you can sing? He regards you with a critical eye. I was the frontman for a punk band, boss. Fuck no, I can't sing. I mean, okay. I mean, okay. He grins, but I wasn't half bad at riling up a crowd. What was your band called? Maybe I've heard of it. Oh, I doubt it, boss. We never really got any airplay. Come on, Dietrich, tell me. Since when did airplay have anything to do with good music? Since when did airplay have anything to do with good music? Fair point, boss. Alright, I'll tell you. The band was called Massakampf. Master Kampf? Spelled just like it sounds, in big capital letters with an exclamation point. We weren't a big act or anything, we sold a few records here and there, toured around Europe. Same story you'll hear from a bunch of other washed up old relics, I'm sure. We had a decent following in England, and we holed up in London from 31 to 36, spent most of our time slumming it around the East End and picked up enough Cockney to irritate the folks back home. He shakes his head. Truth be told, that whole chapter of my life is a bit of a blur. We didn't do it for the fans or the fame, and we sure as shit didn't care about money. All that mattered to us was staying young and drunk and angry. He takes a moment to examine his gnarled hands, a sad smile on his face. We managed the second two. Good God, where's the time gone? Dietrich shakes himself from his reverie and looks back up at you. That familiar, easy grin returns to his face. Well, anyway, boss, everything ends eventually, and I washed my hands of all that years ago. So let's change the subject, if you don't mind. How'd you go from fronting a band to running the Shadows? Wasn't as big a leap as you think. I already had a healthy disrespect for authority, and I had the magic to back it up. One nice thing about shamanism, as long as you keep your idol happy, it doesn't matter what else you do. The Dragon Slayer chose me to be his servant, and as long as I was scrapping with someone bigger than me, he didn't much care whether I did it on stage or in the shadows. Tell me about the Dragon Slayer. He shrugs, not much to tell. He chose me when I was just a kid. I could always feel him in my heart, goading me to laugh louder, hit harder, and get rowdier than the rest. Of course my family didn't understand, but the hell with him, I thought. I knew that I was destined for greater things. So I listened to him, and I cracked the skulls of a lot of bad people. He saw this and was pleased, and rewarded me with magic, and I used that magic to crack bigger, thicker skulls, and so on. He shrugs. It's a simple life, but a good one. Dragon Slayer? Any thoughts about that last one you'd like to share? Well, we found Winters, that's something I guess. This whole thing has me feeling uneasy, boss, but at least we've got a direction to look in. Alright, so long, Dietrich. Take it easy, boss.